And I've got some shocking news for you. Bones aren't made of calcium. So the worst thing you can do for bones is take calcium supplements. And how many people spend a fortune on calcium supplements? So what are bones made of? Bones are made of 12 main minerals and 64 trace. So what are these main minerals? Boron and calcium and chromium and iron and silica and selenium and sulfur and potassium, phosphorus, magnesium and manganese and zinc. They're the 12 main minerals that bones are made of, and 64 trace. So it's not rocket science, students. What do bones need? Because seawater has all of these minerals in that exact proportion. And I've got some good news. We don't have to drink seawater. So what we can do is take the unrefined sea salt. So seawater contains 92 minerals, Celtic salt, 82 minerals, and Himalayan salt, it has the 75 minerals. So it's fairly close.
One of the most remarkable things you can do for your bone health is to incorporate natural remedies that truly work. Bone health isn't just about taking calcium supplements. It involves a balanced approach, with the right nutrients, exercise, and lifestyle choices. Did you know millions of people worldwide suffer from bone-related issues like osteoporosis and fractures? In this video, we'll uncover some of the most shocking bone healing secrets, many of which people are unaware of. Barbara O'Neill, a globally recognized health expert, will share her top bone healing tips. Healing bones requires more than just calcium. Let's explore practical strategies for strong, healthy bones that can make a lasting difference. Number 1. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is crucial for bone health, not only for calcium absorption but also for stimulating osteoblast cells, which are responsible for bone formation. You can obtain this vital nutrient from 3 main sources: sunlight, food, and supplements.
But progesterone is the hormone that stimulates bone-building cells. They're called osteoblast cells. So there are 2 main types of cells in the bone. There's osteoblast. An osteoblast, osteo means bone and blast means new cell. So progesterone stimulates osteoblast cells. Estrogen stimulates osteoclast cells. So osteoclast cells are the cells that take away the old bone. So can you see that if someone's got high estrogen and low progesterone, the high estrogen is taking away too much bone, and the lack of progesterone, there's not enough new bone growing. So everyone with osteoporosis should be on the Anna's Wild Yam Cream to boost their progesterone, which stimulates the osteoclast cells.
According to Barbara O'Neill, sun exposure is the best way to get your daily dose of vitamin D, and bone health experts recommend short periods of 5-15 minutes of unprotected exposure of the face, arms, and hands to sunlight, 4 to 6 times per week. In the winter, up to 40 minutes may be needed. While too much sun exposure can cause problems, such as sunburn, little and often is a safe way to get your essential vitamin D levels. It's important to note that darker skin tones require more exposure to achieve the same vitamin D levels, due to reduced UV penetration.
So, sunshine. What does sunshine give us? The ultraviolet rays, actually UVB rays, hit the skin and they convert a form of cholesterol just under, what do they convert? A form of cholesterol just under the skin to vitamin D. And vitamin D is essential for the assimilation of calcium. Calcium's called the king, and because it's called the king, it's been misunderstood. So why is it called the king? It's called the king because when calcium gets in, all the other minerals piggyback on the back of calcium. But we need to take calcium into our body the way it's found in nature with all the other minerals. Vitamin D is essential for the assimilation and utilisation of calcium. So one of the reasons people are getting osteoporosis is they're lacking vitamin D. So we need to get out in the sunshine. The middle of the day has the hottest sun, so you don't need to be out in that long. And if we're in there too long, we burn. But make sure that your skin, say, For instance, if you have a shower and wash yourself with soap and go out in the sun, you won't get any vitamin D because you need some oils on your skin, the natural oils. And once you've been out in the sun, don't have a shower and wash yourself with soap straight away because you'll wash all your oils away because it takes 2 hours for your skin to process and develop the vitamin D. 10 minutes front, 10 minutes back, underneath the umbrella. In the afternoon, 10 minutes front, 10 minutes back, underneath the umbrella. And usually within 4 days, I've got a nice tan. That's my UVB tan. And that UVB tan, that will last a long time. And with my UVB tan, now I can be out in the sunshine for quite a while because I've got the darker the skin, the more protection you've got, and the darker the skin, the more sun that you need.
If you're taking a vitamin D supplement, 600 to 800 IU per day is generally adequate. Remember, you cannot overdose on vitamin D from sunlight, as the body regulates production naturally. Number 2. Bone broth. Another powerful bone healing remedy is bone broth, a traditional food rich in collagen, gelatin, and amino acids like proline and glycine. These nutrients are essential for rebuilding bones and connective tissues. Barbara O'Neill highlights that regular consumption of bone broth can speed up recovery from fractures and even help prevent bone loss as we age. Number 3. Magnesium. Magnesium plays a key role in bone health by regulating calcium levels and promoting bone formation.
So let me give you a list of things that are leaching minerals out of the body. Yes, it's one thing to put the minerals in the body. It's another thing to maintain your minerals by not taking things that are taking them out. And you might remember back to when we talked about the DNA, we talked about how the refined sugar leaches especially the calcium and the magnesium. And this is also very important for heart function. Calcium causes the heart to constrict, magnesium relax. Calcium constrict, magnesium relax. So the beating of the heart requires this nice balance.
Barbara O'Neill stresses that without enough magnesium, your body can't effectively use calcium. Leafy greens, nuts, and avocados are excellent sources of magnesium.
So this is one way that we can get these minerals. Where else do we find these minerals? We find these minerals in dark green leafy vegetables. I think we've talked about these a few times, is that right? Dark green leafy vegetables. Dark green leafy vegetables are very high in minerals. We should be having dark green leafy vegetables every day, and if we don't, we should have a dose of green barley, or barley green, or super green for the minerals.
And increasing your intake of these foods can help restore balance in the body. Number 4. Hydration. Proper hydration is critical for bone remodeling.
Number 7 is use of water. Doesn't seem like our bones need water, but they do because the blood feeds the bones and blood needs water. Use of water. Every cell in the body must be hydrated. This is muscle, bone, ligament, everywhere. So that's one place we can get the minerals. Dr. Robert Thompson says a small crystal of Celtic salt on your tongue before you start each glass of water. All that will do is replace the minerals you lost yesterday. You lost it in your perspiration, you lost it in your urine, you lost it in your colon. And those minerals need to be replaced.
Without enough water, the endocrine system produces cortisol, a hormone that interferes with osteoblast formation. This prevents your body from building new bones and can dramatically slow down the healing process. Barbara O'Neill suggests drinking at least 2 liters of water daily. Additionally, placing a small crystal of Celtic salt in your mouth before each glass of water can help replenish daily mineral loss, allowing the water to better enter the bones and support overall bone health. Number 5. Weight-bearing exercises. Weight-bearing exercises are another key factor in bone health. Barbara O'Neill emphasizes that bones are living tissues that grow stronger in response to the stress placed on them. Activities like walking, jogging, and even rebounding on a trampoline can stimulate bone formation and increase density. NASA discovered that rebounding is the only exercise that helps reduce bone loss and restore bone strength, especially in astronauts.
Exercise. Exercise strengthens bones. And the best exercise, the best bone strengthening exercise, the best muscle strengthening exercise is defying gravity. And the best exercise for defying gravity is rebounding. So you're doing strength exercise by pushing up against gravity. If you're not used to the rebounding, you just start with this. This is just your health bounce. And then as you get more confident and stronger, you can start leaping. And there's no jarring with rebounding. It's not like skipping or running where every step you're jarring. And what you're also doing, you're jumping on the part of our foot that was designed to take the weight, which is toes. But rebounding, you'll always jump on your toes. And we have a second heart, and it's the calf muscle. And it's the calf muscle pumping that gets the venous system back up to the heart. That's why rebounding is excellent for people with varicose veins, because it's massaging that heart muscle, that calf muscle, the second heart. And also, there's no jarring when you're rebounding. And it's the best exercise for your bones. You can rebound too with some weights if you want. And you can strengthen your bicep muscles. So when you rebound, if you put your arms out, that's your bicep muscles while you're rebounding. And if you put your palm up, there's your tricep muscles. So you can strengthen upper body on the rebounder too.
Each bounce strengthens the entire skeletal system. Number 6. Sleep. Another shocking secret is the impact of sleep on bone health.
Sleep. It's between those night hours that our bodies are recharged and revived. Number 4 is rest. Rest is a very important part of life. Must be a balance between rest and work. Remember the perfect mathematical formula? 8 hours to work, 8 hours to play, 8 hours to sleep. But the bones need rest. They need to be fully rested and revived every night. And a lot of bones aren't getting that.
Osteoblast cells, which build new bone, are most active during sleep, particularly in the early hours of the night. Disruption of the circadian rhythm or insufficient sleep can impair bone formation. Barbara O'Neill recommends an early bedtime to catch the most beneficial hours of bone-building activity. Ensuring you get enough rest not only supports bone health but can also reduce the risk of fractures caused by fatigue or loss of balance. Number 7. Avoiding bone-depleting foods. Barbara O'Neill stresses the importance of avoiding bone-depleting foods, like excessive caffeine, alcohol, and processed foods high in sugar.
This is a big one with bones. Because what's happening is people are taking things into their body that leach the minerals. So what leaches minerals, because as you can see it's all about minerals, what leaches the minerals is refined sugar. In fact, one writer said sugar leaves the body better dressed than when it went in. It went in totally naked and comes out dressed with your minerals. Another that leaches the minerals is caffeine, especially the magnesium. Magnesium and calcium, and also alcohol. See, these are all poisons, and what poisons do, they harm the body. So the body uses minerals to calm them down, so that they don't totally kill you. Drugs are synthetic, drugs are chemicals. They're robots, remember? They've got a job to do whether you need it or not. Whereas the herbs work with the body.
These can deplete your body of essential minerals and weaken bones over time. Smoking also reduces blood flow to the bones, slowing down the healing process and making them more prone to fractures.
Tobacco is the other one, which it has apparently, it is estimated 4,000 chemicals in cigarette smoke. And sorry, vaping is no better. Vaping is, in some ways, it's even worse. And that's where this third law plays an important role in keeping the bones strong.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more health tips from Barbara O'Neill. Stay healthy and strong.